Let's get our game on.
We gotta go big or go home. We're down to the gold.
Hey, this kid, the expectations aren't high because he wasn't drafted high, but he's the starter going into week 1, which means he has to get out there and ball, and I believe he will.
Oh, yes, great size, arm strength, and he can move outside the pocket. I think he's going to be a very good player.
Brock Purdy has all of y'all brainwashed. One guy gets drafted as Mr. Irrelevant. He gets to a championship. He gets to a Super Bowl, and we're going to say this kid's going to be great. He was drafted late for a reason.
Brock Purdy didn't start in week 1. This kid, I think he has it.
He can still be a mistake.
Gonna get crazy. Nothing good ever comes easy.
NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Raiders and the Ravens coming up next.
The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They're led out by their quarterback, a second-round pick back in April's draft.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it. I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And you see the rookie tight end, Brock Bowers, pick up the first down. Mike, of all the tight ends that I've watched in college over the last, call it 10 years or so, I'm not sure if I've seen a more dynamic, ready for the NFL tight end than Brock Bowers. I mean, two-time Mackey Award winner, 700-plus yards each of the last 3 seasons. He can get downfield. He can make tough catches. He can run with the ball after the catch. I mean, there's not a lot this guy can't do, and I think he's got a shot to be that next big-time, young, breakout rookie tight end.
They face second down and 7. He'll look to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Gallup. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, a second-round pick back in April's draft.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll lead to a second down.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
Straight ahead, here's Madison. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. In motion is Myers. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He connects with the open man. That's Myers. A nice throw from the second-round pick. It'll get him a first down.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big game.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle. It's Madison. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Michael Pierce there to meet him. Look him up on a second down and 8. Back to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. In motion is Myers. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Madison. A short pickup to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to... And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. And he'll get about 5. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so will step aside. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll stick with Madison. And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Again, it's Madison. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Raider 1st down. Now this time they'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. They'll look to throw. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. Good recovery after the penalty. He's back within a couple of yards of that first down.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
He'll go right back to Myers. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He's got Myers on the completion. And he will get into the end zone. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. It's his second touchdown of the year.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Right away, they'll set up to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Back to the air once more on second down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Roquan Smith, the one who gets in there and takes him down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now down sack really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. On the give, this is Madison. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down. On the ground, it's Madison. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, a run with Madison. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
In motion is Myers. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Donovan Wilson. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Now after the interception, we have an injured... The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here comes Madison. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Third and long. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and that is incomplete. Michael Gallup was the intended target there, and that will lead to a second down.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game, and they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And
this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
if they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball.
The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like...
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on 4th down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business. Inside the 30-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game. Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season.
Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Until we meet again, and get our game on!